because we're just starting a live stream again right now over on Twitch. Again, also on Spotify and YouTube at predetermined schedule times, 6 a.m. in the morning. But on Twitch we're live right now, and it's probably in the evening. But we don't intend to do this in the evenings all the time. Needless to say, today's episode for Medusa 2, Mythology, Meditations, Medusa, and Marcus Aurelius. The hybrid manifestation of all such topics today will be covering a continuation of accounting, and particularly today's topic will be about bonds. And we have a little, again, this is 2 of 9 in a batch episode upload, and so it's you could say it's run game 2 of 9. And so today it's going to be metaphorically, figuratively, bonds, as a double entendre, James Bond, and bonds as in stocks and bonds, so the U.S. Treasury, bills, notes, and so on and so forth. Okay. So what we have here is a PDF. Of course, I'm showing less than 10%. There's hardly anything being shown for copyright's sake. And what we have is a little bit of text here saying, I'm just going to read it to you, additional paid-in capital. The definitions for several terms. So one is contra equity, other one says additional paid-in capital. So both of these are terms referring to the equity section of a balance sheet. And, we're talking standard credits and debits. The contra equity account, for example, being used for the repurchasing of treasury bills, sorry, I'm absolutely falling off, treasury bills from the U.S. government, as well as the additional paid-in capital being the difference between the actual purchase price of a particular stock market value of a stock minus the original payment. If we wrap this one up, there's actually another PDF that covers, so there's two differences. There's two particular contrasting themes. The first one is stocks. I didn't realize I'm covering stocks first, but the other one is bonds, and so I want to switch there right now. And so this file here covers bonds. It's a credit risk, investment grade junk bonds. Again, we're not showing very much. There's only very little that I can show you. But in this slide, it refers to the valuation and quality as determined and measured by the amount of return that an investor can expect, or not, well, an investor investing as a creditor or a lender. So when dealing with bonds, you are a creditor or a lender. For stocks, you would be, I believe, an owner of the share. So you get a little bit, not much, voting power. But for bonds, that's different. You are owed interest from the organization, or in this case, from the government, for the amount of money that you have invested into the government or the corporation. And so higher valuations will go up to AAA, the highest. Valuations going down from below BBB are what we call junk bonds. So they have more risk associated with it. So you can think of actuarial science and risk management, right? So these are investments that carry more risk, and you have a higher chance of not receiving or making a loss, or taking a loss on the investment. So there's also a third slide I want to get to within this, quick 5-minute short little snippet. And I believe it's this slide here, which again cannot be shown is just a very simple net equation for is the master, the general, very simplistic equation for accounting, which is, liabilities plus equity equals assets. And that is the formulation for the entire balance sheet in the first place. So that's something that I just thought I would throw in. Basically, the past 5 PDFs that we covered, I can get rid of and close off now because the accounting project is done, the examination is complete, and all these summaries here. By the way, this formula here is part of an 18-page document. Again, I'm only showing you half of one page, which is less than 10% for copyright reasons and respect for intellectual property. It's just a balance sheet. I mean, it's not about. It's a practice exam. It's a practice exam with practice questions. However, I'm only showing what you will have. No, not half, like 5%, 1/20th, a fraction of it. Anyways, so that's what we were at one point working through, and this would be the second of 9 coverages as we work through accounting. So I'll see you in the next one. And again, just if you're covering anything related to business in your own personal life or at work, feel free to comment below. And I'll see you in the next one when we cover a little bit more accounting concepts.